Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to Bias Cover. I'm Leah, and today we're talking about the Winter's Curse trilogy, another controversial cover change series. So my collection of the Winter's Curse is a little weird because, why am I talking about that right now? I'm getting ahead of myself. But the Winter's Curse trilogy had a drastic series cover change overhaul. Both still exist, and I have a lot of information on both. I don't know how to split this up, but we're just gonna go for it. I picked up the Winter's Curse from my library because of the original cover. I was really drawn to it because of the text being overlaid horizontally over the image, and it was this beautiful thin silver serif. The closest match I could find to that is called Wilhelmina, but there's a bunch of other similar looking things, and then they've just added these little decorative elements to it, and it was actually debossed a tiny bit into the page instead of embossed like most covers, which was cool. The girl on the cover was very pretty. She had this huge ball gown that she was like laying on top of. Those first covers were designed by Elizabeth H. Clark with photography by Ali Smith, who has also done photography for the covers of the Pretty Little Liars series, so you know she's good. So I actually have book 2, Winter's Crime, in the new design, and I have book 3 in the original cover. And I didn't really realize that they were different when I was buying them because they have the same font still. And also I was in Maryland in a rush and I was a little drunk. So, whoops. The old designs have untrimmed edges, so I don't know how to convey this to you. But when books are printed, they print it and then they trim the edges before it's bound into the book. And this just means that they haven't trimmed this outer edge, which I get you want to do for texture. It leaves like this little fuzziness and roughness, but then when it's bound, you can see these wavy indents that they get from the chapter marks, or like where the stitching binds. Like some pages get pulled in more and some stick out more, so I don't like how if you want to like flip through the book, you kind of get chunks because it skips over all the shorter pages. On the original covers, the inside had a red flap, which was very nice. Inside, the title and dedication pages are actually entirely black, which was going for good effect, but because they kept the same thin font that's on the covers, it's not good to print thin fonts in inverse. Like, you can read that fine. That looks cool. There's a sentence here that, like for their publishing house, that you cannot read because it is so thin that the ink bled and you can barely see the words. Don't inverse thin sans serif fonts on black, kids. Don't do it. The other thing I found weird was in the process of trimming, I don't know if this was intentional or accidental, but the bottom margin is very small. So like when I'm holding it, I have to like move my thumbs constantly out of the way because there's words down there. The copy font is Garamond, our favorite body copy of the 21st century. Moving on to the second set of covers. They were designed by Kara Davidson and Face Out Studios, and the photography for them was done by Brandon Hill. Now, he did a good job. Like, these are cool. There's this one where she looks like a wizard, another one where she's in a dress, and then one where she looks like she's been straight up fighting. I'm spacing a little on the plot, but I do know that Kestrel, the main character, is the daughter of a war general, but she's not good at fighting herself, and that's like the thing that all people are supposed to be able to do. Like, everyone carries a dagger, even ladies, at all times, and she's good enough with that, but she's better with her wit and her strategy, and I think that was conveyed well in the original covers because she still had to go to all these high society functions, which obviously entitles ball gowns, but there was always this presence of battle nearby, and she knew how to deal with it, but she didn't exactly wield it herself. These ones, she's very much wielding it. She looks very comfortable doing it, which isn't what I pictured. Also, I thought she was like strawberry blonde redhead, and this chick's just blonde. I can't remember. Like I said, same title font, same copy font, just this different girl, and also the shrinking and weird different setting of the text. There's a cutaway bit of the edge of the cover here to reveal this pretty inside gold page, but that just has a bunch of reviews from other authors. It's not the title page. The title page is still that black, which you should not inverse with thin font, please. But at least there's no rough edging this time. That might just be because I have the paperback version, but who knows. Elizabeth used to be the assistant art director at Roaring Book Press and Farrar, Straus and Giroux. I hope I said that right. And now I believe she just does freelance on her own. There's also some controversy that these new cover designs mimic some of the covers from the Throne of Glass series, and when you line up the photography and the illustrations, the poses are weirdly similar, colors slightly similar, like weapons, all of that. These were done in 2015, so depending on, I have to double check when the exact Throne of Glass books that were mimicked came out, but it's entirely plausible. I don't think it was intentional. I think people just found it and were like, ooh, subliminal influencing. I don't know. My vote will be for the original cover series. I love the elegance of it. I think it sets the tone well. Thanks for watching again. Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. Check out my social media, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you on the flip side.